They thought a quiet 60-year-old widow tending her roses was an easy target, the perfect first domino to fall in their grand scheme to gentrify our neighborhood. The letter arrived on a Tuesday, cold and impersonal, stating my cherished rose garden, living memorial to my late husband, violated a newly minted aesthetic code. I had 30 days to replace it with pre-approved sterile shrubs or face escalating fines. They saw a grieving woman, isolated and frail. They miscalculated. They didn't see the retired litigation attorney who had once made corporate giants tremble. My first move was quiet. Spent a week buried in the HOA's bylaws, cross-referencing state and local property laws. Their new rule was a masterpiece of overreach, a blatant violation of our original covenants. But a legal challenge would be slow. I needed to rally the community. I started with my neighbors, Maria, whose vibrant vegetable garden was next on their list, and Mr. Henderson, whose flagpole they deemed an eyesore. I showed them the fine print, the clauses that gave the board unchecked power to dictate every aspect of our homes. The fear they had weaponized began to turn into anger. We held a meeting in my living room, the scent of roses filling the air. It started with 3 of us, then 10, then 30. People I'd only ever nodded to were sharing stories of petty fines and intimidation. They had picked on one widow, but they had threatened everyone's home, everyone's memories. The night of the official HOA meeting, the community center was packed. We walked in as one. When the board president tried to dismiss my appeal, I took the floor, not as a grieving widow, but as our collective voice. I laid out every legal flaw, every ethical breach, and every personal story of their bullying. I presented a petition for the board's immediate recall, signed by over 70% of the homeowners. The color drained from their faces. They had expected a quiet surrender. Instead, they faced a united community that had found its strength. They saw us. They finally saw us. The recall passed unanimously. My roses still bloom, brighter than ever. For every person who has ever felt small and voiceless, if this story resonated with you, a like on this video would mean more than you know. It's a quiet way of saying you stand with us. Remember this. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's finding something you love more than you fear. Fight for it.